Thanks for inviting us in at 6 o'clock. Ann has tonight off. And we begin this evening with March Madness. Purdue tips it off against Queens in the first round at 7:35 time. We've got live team coverage for you ahead of tonight's big game. Brandon is keeping an eye on watch parties. We'll hear from Brandon in a moment, but let's begin with Dom, who is in St. Louis with a preview of tonight's game. Hey, Dom.
Hello, Scott. Beautiful day here in St. Louis, Missouri. We're outside the Enterprise Center, and you can see Purdue fans are already lined up and ready to rock and roll. Look at them here. They're like, boiler up. Purdue and Queens tip it off at 7:30. Mizzou fans also lined up. She's from Indianapolis. That's right. So Purdue and Queens tip it off at 7:30 evening tonight. We got a ton of fans lining up for the second session of games, not only Purdue and Queens, but also Miami and Missouri, capping off the day of games in the NCAA tournament, day 2, and the day of games here in St. Louis. So Purdue and Queens, we caught up with some Boiler fans earlier in the day today, feeling confident about Purdue's chances.
I think we're going to win by hands down.
Okay.
Yep. Well,
Win
is a win.
Win is a win.
Run away with it.
I'm excited. I think Purdue can play their potential. They'll do very well. Get to the Final Four and see what happens from there.
I think that we're going to win. I think that we're going to play well, play to our potential, and I think we're going to come back on Sunday and then keep on going until we get back to Indy.
They're excited.
Yes.
They're excited. Go Boilers.
Line is out the door of the Enterprise Center, St. Louis. The place to be. It's an absolutely gorgeous day for day 2 of March Madness. Purdue and Queens tip it off at 7:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be there. We'll have a recap for you tonight at 11. And of course, full locker room access, post-game reaction on WTHR Plus as well. But these Purdue fans are definitely ready. We'll see if Purdue can get it done over Queens tonight in the first round of the NCAA tournament. Send it back to you.
All right, we're going to be rooting for the Boilers and enjoying your coverage all night here on Channel 13. Dom, thanks so much. Certainly plenty of places to watch tonight's Purdue game. Brandon Schaff continues our live team coverage at 6. He's got a look at some other watch parties. Brandon?
Yeah, good evening, Scott. We're here in downtown Indy at Tom's Watch Bar here on South Illinois Street. Certainly a place where these Purdue fans that didn't make that trip to St. Louis can come and watch the game on many of the screens that they have here. Certainly a popular location throughout the whole NCAA tournament. Lines out the door even earlier today, much earlier for those early games. And just a block away over at the District Tap, the TVs had those early March Madness games on as well, with plenty of basketball fans watching. And I spoke with some people who grew up together in Brownsburg who like to make this an annual tradition, getting together, going to some different spots downtown, and they were ready to root on the Boilermakers tonight.
Absolutely. Yeah, boiler up. Let's go Purdue. Yeah, definitely want us to, IU took down football. We're going to take down basketball. So, yeah, big day for us.
And up in Fishers, Mashcraft Brewing has partnered with the Purdue Alumni Association for the last couple of years to give those Boilermaker fans a place to come together and root on their team. Well, they can show up right now, and they've got some beer and food specials there ready to go. The Purdue Gold Blonde Ale is a potential option, $1 off that, and they have the Baller Mac and Cheese with meatballs, so you will not go hungry. The general manager over there saying that it was an exciting atmosphere there as Purdue became the Big Ten tournament champions.
And again, watching this team throughout the year, I had some ups and downs, but in the tournament, they looked fantastic. We had a fantastic turnout here, so I think we're going to take that momentum, and hopefully they do the same and do some damage in the tournament. I think they got a great path.
And it is first come and first serve there and fills up quickly, so make sure that you get there as soon as you can. And with the tip-off coming up for the Purdue game tonight against Queens at 7:35, people are certainly starting to fill in right here at Tom's Watch Bar and at all these different locations throughout our area. Reporting here in downtown, Brandon Schaff, 13 News.
All right,
Scott,
Brandon, Angela and I are interested in a couple of orders of the Baller Mac and Cheese with the meatballs. If you could send those back to the station with you.
I'll put that in for you, Scott.
All right. Thank you, my friend. Well, the Boilers still have a long way to get back to the Final Four for the first time since 2024, but we want to give you a look at where things stand right now. So let's show you an updated look at the West region. Purdue's near the bottom, again playing tonight. 5 teams have already advanced to the second round. Villanova and Utah State are on the court right now. Then, of course, tonight it's Purdue against Queens, followed by Miami and Missouri. And Locked On Sports is keeping you in the game with March Madness. You can stream their previews of tomorrow's men's and women's games right now. You can go ahead and download our free streaming app and watch it on WTHR+. Well, the road to the Final Four ends here in Indianapolis. The semifinal games and championship tip off in a couple of weeks. IMPD is already preparing for the major events around our city. Tonight, Pennsylvania Street is partially closed between St. Clair and Michigan. North Street is closed between Meridian and Pennsylvania. IMPD tells us these closures are expected to last until April 9th. The department says it plans to share additional closure details next week. And if you've driven around our city, you know those roads are far from the only closures thanks to construction. With tens of thousands of fans heading to Indianapolis in a couple of weeks, Ashton Hackman checked in with DPW and INDOT to find out the progress they're making for projects all across our city.
Spring is here, and that means these things are too, as if they ever disappeared. And with Final Four weekend right around the corner, INDOT and Indy DPW are urging drivers to have patience as construction season gets underway.
New ramp closures now in effect along Interstate 65 downtown. INDOT says the off-ramp from Washington Street to 65 South and the Calvary Street Bridge to the north are now both closed. That stays the norm through the fall.
We know it's a bit of a headache. It is anytime you close anything really, but especially a ramp in such a busy area. But we're hoping that if people have patience and work with us, we get this done and it'll be worth it for years to come.
INDOT anticipates pausing extended lane closures during the championship weekend.
The construction here along Madison Avenue, it's not going to be over anytime soon. Indy DPW tells us that phase 1 is just about over. There's still 2 more phases to go, and those can begin sometime this year. In Indianapolis, Ashton Hackman, 13 News.
First day of spring was an A+ today, and I hope you've got some outdoor plans. Maybe get outside after dinner tonight. Enjoy this weather. How warm is it right now, Angela?
We're close to 80.
Oh, wow.
So far, we've been as high as 78 in Indianapolis. We had a pair of 80s, Lafayette and Terre Haute.
Wow, and we're stuck in here.
Yes, that's okay. We're happy to be with you on a Friday night.
Of course, right.
Watch this and then run outside.
Okay, there you go.
Because you still have a couple of hours before the sun sets, just before 8 o'clock this evening. 77 in Indianapolis right now, 70 in Richmond, Shelbyville 76, Seymour 78, 81 right now in Terre Haute. Now, I do want to expand the view where Dom is in St. Louis. It's almost 90 today, but I also want to point out the cooler air that you can see up towards Chicago. This is starting to work its way south. So instead of the upper 70s tomorrow, we're going to be in the lower 70s. This little boundary won't bring us anything in the way of rain. All of the rain and storm activity is off to our east and expected to stay there. So this evening, get out and enjoy 70s through at least 7, 8 o'clock tonight. Eventual overnight temperatures will be in the range of 45 to 50 degrees, and there will be a few more clouds around to start our Saturday. We'll wrap it up upper 50s at noon, highs in the low to mid 70s with sunshine on Saturday afternoon.
And that's not even fuel just for the tractors. That's fuel for the semis to haul in the fall. That's to dry corn.
The conflict in Iran is taking a toll on farmers here in Indiana. We'll share the concerns they're telling us about tonight. Plus 5 robberies in less than a month. What we're learning about the man who was arrested. That's next.